Let's see if this works. Hello and welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be a tag video. I realized today that I haven't done a tag video in quite a while, so I thought today would be the perfect opportunity. And also it's Saturday, so I don't work today. Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Mackenzie and today's video is going to be a tag video, and it is the Reader's Problem book tag. And there are 11 questions and I just have them on my phone. Question 1. You have 20,000 books on your TBR list. How in the world do you pick what to read next? I pick my books kind of in the middle to end of the month before. So right now I'm starting to think about what I'm going to read in April, and I usually pick about 5 to 6 books that I want to read, and either I read those books or I just completely read different books, but usually I try and stick to what I pick out. Question number 2. You're halfway through a book and you're just not loving it. Do you quit or are you committed? I'm pretty committed when I read a book. Just this month actually I was reading a book and I was halfway through and I was pushing myself so hard to read it and I just wasn't loving it, but I figured I should read it since I already spent so much time reading half of it that I should just finish the book because it's not a big book. So only 100 pages, so I was like, I should really just read these 100 pages. So I finished it. It was an okay story, but I could have not read it. But I don't like quitting when I read a book. I really like to finish it. But in some cases, I don't mean to quit, but it's just really slow reading. So I do want to continue reading them. I just happen to set them aside for months at a time and not finish them yet. Number 3. The end of the year is coming and you're so close but so far away on your Goodreads reading challenge. Do you try and catch up, and how? So this is actually the first year that I'm doing a Goodreads challenge, and so far I'm ahead of schedule. It keeps track and it says you are 7 or 8 books ahead of schedule. So I'm currently ahead, which is really cool, but if I'm running late, I would probably read graphic novels and manga just to catch up because you can read a ton in a day, so that would really get me caught up. Number 4. The cover of a series you love do not match. How do you cope? I go to Goodwill and I find, or a used bookstore, and I find the covers for cheap. That way I can get all of the matching ones. That's what I did with Harry Potter. I don't really care so much about hardcover, softcover. It's just more that the picture on it matches. Number 5. Everyone and their mother loves a book you really don't like. Who do you bond with over shared feelings? My mom. I don't know. None of my friends are like really big readers. A couple of them do read, but we haven't read all the same books, so I'd probably talk to them and my mom, most likely. Number 6. You're reading a book and you're about to start crying in public. How do you deal? I'd probably just close the book and get my feelings under control, pull out my phone and just start texting people instead. Just put my book away for a moment. I started laughing in public and I had to close my book for a minute because I was like laughing too hard and it was embarrassing because I was on the train and people were staring. And then I just like pulled up my book and continued laughing because I wanted to read and it was a long ride. So. Number 7. A sequel of a book you loved just came out, but you've forgotten a lot from the prior novel. Will you reread the book, skip the sequel, try to find a synopsis on Goodreads, or cry in frustration? I'd honestly probably read the first book again. That is what I did for The Daughter of Smoke and Bone. I read the first one before I continued on with the series, and I'm most likely going to do that with another series I currently have. I really like rereading books. I feel like I pick up on things that I missed or forgot, and I love rereading books, so I would definitely reread it again. Number 8. You do not want anyone, borrowing your books. How do you politely tell people nope when they ask? I would be like, sorry, I don't lend out my books. I don't want them to get lost or damaged. I spent a lot of money on them. So I'm sure you can understand. Yeah, that's it. All of my friends are students and we're all broke, so I'm pretty sure they understand. But I do lend out my books to my friends. I don't really worry too much about it. They have come back damaged. My friend, she took my book camping and it got a bit damaged, but she bought me a new one, which was actually really nice. I appreciate that one. And then she kept my old one, which was really sweet. And also one of my other books, my other friend, her cat ate a page and chewed the front cover, and it's kind of funny. I still have it. It's just hilarious. Number 9, reading ADD. You picked up and put down 5 books in the last month. How do you get over your reading slump? So this actually does happen every once in a blue moon, and to fix that I pick up a contemporary romance. Usually Colleen Hoover's books are like pretty darn good for getting out of slumps. Also, I watch a lot of movies and TV shows in that period of time. Number 10. There are so many new books coming out that you are dying to read. How many do you actually buy? I don't buy them right away. I usually wait a bit and see if there's a better deal elsewhere. Number 11. After you've bought the new books you can't wait to get to, how long do they sit on your shelf before you get to them? That's different. Maybe like a month on average, because usually I buy a book, but that month I'm already working on books, so unless it's something that I read, like must read right now, I've been waiting a year for this book, I usually take my time and go in the order that I already planned out my books in my head, because I do actually have an order in my head for a few months in advance on what books I'm going to read. So usually I like to stick to that just so I kind of just fit it in where it can, and if I do have time to read another book in a month, I will just slot that in. So it really just depends on what books I'm currently reading. Yeah, so that was the Reader's Problem book tag. Reginald's really loud, sorry. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a really awesome weekend and do lots of fun activities outdoors.